The Schuko company group, one of Europe's leading manufacturers of exhaust systems and filter technology. With its most recent development, Schuko pursues paths that shows new possibilities in filter technology, with impressive success. In the industry, for example, in the mechanic of carbon, fine dust is produced, which must be sucked off because they represent a hazard for the workers and the processing machine. The example shows that the dust are not only airborne after milling, but also deposit on the components.
It can be seen clearly that the surface is extremely dusty, coarse, fine particles completely loaded. This means, of course, for the workers who must clean extremely. This means very much cleaning effort, much work between the cycle times, which also means a slowdown in the production. He comes down with the parts, he comes down with the cycle time, because he's more busy with the cleaning than with works. Together with the Fraunhofer Institute for Production Engineering and Automation, they wanted to solve the problem. The idea sounds simple. The developers want to put in the future on a combination of suction and blow-off. Is that possible? And why is that the solution to the problem? Andreas Gerbert explains the possibilities by means of a simple example.
In order to illustrate the mode of the action of the suction system, we have produced a small experimental setup. We have a commercial centrifugal fan and the suction side of which we have positioned a candle. And we also positioned a candle in the range of the blast air jet. I am going to put the centrifugal fan into operation, and you can clearly see the benefits of the range of blown air compared to the suction air. The free jet from the blown air has approximately 30-fold higher range than the suction air. The blown air can thus be used more clearly in order to transport the particles to the suction hood. The decisive advantage the developers have on industrial production.
The basic problem with capsule machines is that the exhaust is connected somewhere and the air somehow flows into the cabin. That means we have no targeted airflow, but it's just somewhere chaotic in there too. We make the approach. We blow the air into the cabin, go over the workpiece, grasp the dust and pull the air out in the rear. Go back with the air back into the cabin and have a devolving system. So to speak, we use this air again, pass over the filter in the front, and only a small percentage of the air is expelled for air to flow in.
The air can be used more purposefully. As a result, the particle detection can be significantly increased. At Polytech in Gochsheim, the first pilot plant of the exhaust system was installed in an industrial production.
Then we have the power to develop the whole. The first step was actually the blowing nozzles, the dimensioning. Then the next story with the sliding arc, as we managed the whole height adjustable. You have to work and try, dimension and try how the whole thing works, and the changes have to be done.
The system has a lot to offer. The advantage is we always use the same air, which means we do not always contaminate fresh air, but we drive in a circle, in a process. We need less heating, because we do not bring the air outside. We need less energy, because we use the same air that we aspirate also to blow. That means we can use the fan more efficiently, and with fewer filter levels we provide less resistance, which means energy savings again. The technology will bring great advantages, especially for 5-axis machines. There I have the problem that I cannot suck tools anymore or often have any problems that I write collisions. Corresponding to my tools a solution. I usually have a high variety of variants, which means I cannot process an individual solution for each component. As a result, I usually have a room suction and thus the low detection rates. This solution, which can be used universally for all the different components on the machine, I simply have a perfect solution that always it works and I install. The new system is combined with known Schuko filter technology and it works. The fine dust is completely sucked off. And also, the detection of the larger chips could be increased to well over 90%. The first customer, Polytech, is enthusiastic.
Due to the improved extraction, we have of course a much higher employee acceptance of the jobs. The dust load has gone down, the health protection is promoted and the work, the cleaning of the components has already been reduced several times.
The combination of blown-off and suction extraction saves up to 40% energy, reduces dust emissions significantly, saves time in the production process and reduces maintenance costs. An idea that will benefit everyone, because the new blow-off system can be transferred to various production processes and used everywhere. Once again, an idea has been implemented in the Schuko company group, which is direction-oriented.